And her friend is like, listen, I gotta be real with you. I'm into the whole porta potty lifestyle.
I, for one, do not enjoy defecating on other people's faces.
As I said, these services are demonically influenced. Because who truly needs a portable potty? Let's be real.
Hey, is your coworker, close friend, or family member telling you that they're about to take a trip to Dubai? Well, you might want to ask them some questions because they might be going to Dubai for the wrong reasons. The porta potty parties are happening and people are finally speaking up about it. As we go through this video, please give me your thoughts in the comment section, but let's get into the video.
I'm going through a bunch of TikToks or whatever. Somehow it comes across my timeline about women going to Dubai and getting paid, I think, between like $10,000 and $100,000 to get shit on and maybe eat it, urinated on, all types of disgusting things. Like, there's no amount of money that would make me do some shit like that. I couldn't even look in the mirror with somebody doing some shit like that. That's some ritual shit. That's some shit that's beyond sex. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And to know that Dubai is that fucking dark, I'm good.
And I mean, let's just start this out from the jump before we get any further into this video. If you accept that to be done, I don't care what amount of money it is. If you accept that and you're okay with that, something is wrong with you. Mentally, something is wrong with you. Either you don't have it together mentally, or you are in love with money. And the love of money is the root of all evil. And I think this whole Dubai porta potty situation explains that perfectly, or defines that perfectly. But let's keep going.
I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't know what that is, it's women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000. Child. Yeah, because that's exactly how I've been feeling. But anyway, black girl living in Dubai. Life update edition. I know y'all been wondering, where had the girl been? And let's just say life was life in black girl living in Dubai. One thing I love about living in Dubai is it never feel like you need to take a vacation, because every day is vacation. I moved to Dubai to become
This is not to promote any type of goods, any type of, yeah, I'm just telling a story that was told to me offhand that I know people who have done this. But again, this is their job. They go overseas to perform their job that they get paid to do. Like I said, I have 3 friends that are over there right now that is participating in fun activities. Like I said, the whole porta potty thing is true. They do that particular thing. It's not always all the time. And also, like I said, it depends on the kink that the person is into, that you're with. But 9 times out of 10, that's what they're into, and that's what's going to be happening to you. Like I said in the other story, I had one friend, she didn't make it all the way through, so which means she didn't get all her money. That's why I say they keep going. Like, it's not a lot of money. Like, you don't get it all up front. If you don't participate or complete the deal, because you do sign a contract. That's another thing. You do sign a contract. If you don't complete it, you don't get the money. And my friend, the one that's over there now, her first time she went, she did not complete it. She had to have intercourse with 5 men. The first 3, she was fine. They didn't do whatever to do. But the 4th and the 5th guy, they did it on her. And when she did not want to participate and didn't go through with it, they shipped her ass back home. Like, they let her clean up. She got taken off the yacht. They sent her back to the hotel, and they sent her back home. So she only left with probably $25,000, which, again, is not a lot of money to come home back. I mean, It is, but it's not. But when you want to live a certain lifestyle, you're going to do anything to participate in whatever it is that you need to participate.
Look, they get you to sign a contract. Okay. What is that? What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that contract mean? That contract means nothing. That contract means nothing. So say you go through with it and you do everything that is asked of you, and then they still decide, nah, we ain't gonna pay you. What's your next move? What's your next move? You gonna take them to court? that contract means nothing. Nothing. That's just a scare tactic. That's just something they use to convince you to do it, or to justify them holding your money from you if you don't do everything because of a contract. That contract means nothing. They have all the power. You have none. Zero. But go take that flight if you want to.
I had another homegirl right now. She told me they had to do something with that involved a goat. A goat, y'all. 9 times out of 10, you have to do 50 Shades of Grey time 50. Like, it ain't just it's a bunch of stuff. I have so many stories that I hear from them. And I'm not gonna lie. Maybe back when Cash Money took over for the 99 and the 2000, I probably would have did it. But now, the way my life is set up, I don't know. Because, I mean, you never know what you're getting yourself into when you get over there. Like, in hindsight, you're like, yeah, I can use this money. But then again, you go to chasing it, and it becomes addictive. And the next thing you know, you're being somebody's human porter.
Dubai is most known for being extremely expensive. Some of the most wealthy people in the world visit or live in Dubai. They are known for their architecture and their really delicious foods. A few years ago, a handful of influencers came forward and said that their lives turned upside down after receiving messages on social media from men asking for them to fly out to Dubai and have a good time with them. A lot of these girls were extremely happy and they agreed to take the trips, but they didn't know what was going to happen in their future. In order to receive these gifts and the money, some of these girls were asked to do strange things with animals. They were asked to eat or bathe themselves in really strange substances. It was also really common for them to be showered in another strange substance. Some of these girls were too disgusted to do any of these activities and were stuck, basically stranded in Dubai with no way home because they couldn't afford their tickets back. Other girls were extremely pleased with the actions. They said that what they did was worth every penny. Others said that the trip left them traumatized. They suffer from PTSD because of what they had to go through while on this vacation. Dubai porta potties aren't just Dubai porta potties. The more you know.
Man, if you are a woman if you even think about doing this, like what is your life like? Like, for real, what is your life like? It if you even think about doing this, what is your life like? What have you done with your life? Any woman who has anything going for herself, anything at all, would not even consider this. But then these same women who go do that and come back home and brag and floss on social media and Instagram, flossing their shitty money. Ah, man.
Back to the porta potty situation. What are we seeing today? Women getting flight mostly to Dubai to get used as portable toilets in exchange for hundreds of thousands of dollars and materialistic gifts. As I said, these services are demonically influenced because who truly needs a portable potty? Let's be real. There's washrooms almost everywhere you go. Why do you need a human to act as one? Just you have the money to do so? Oh, no. There's much more behind it. These men are demonic ritualists. Some of the men go as far as telling the girl to sleep with wild animals. Influencer, open your eye.
and repent before it's too late for you. These men are using these women to sleep with these kind of spirits in order for them to gain more money. These are money rituals. Them being entrepreneurial is not where the money is really coming from. They got their businesses from these money rituals. And it was hidden before, but now it's being revealed. And the females who are accepting are not discerning the fact that they're unknown taking part of demonic money rituals. Because how is sleeping with the camel normal? How is sleeping with a wild animal normal to you? And as they are doing these things, the demonic spirits have already taken control, and everything that they do, every decision that they make, are no longer influenced by them, but the spirits that have overtook them. These women are living double lives. They look good, in shape, wealthy, rich, whatever, happy on the internet. But when we go into the Sum, they are depressed. Their pillows soak more water than the Atlantic Ocean. They're unhappy. They are miserable. So that's why they seek approval from the public eye. They seek materialistic, such as anything, to distract them from what they're truly going through. And we can see it happening a lot with like artists in general, influencers in general. They're insanely miserable. That's why they buy these big private to make themselves happy. And it's making them so wary to the point that they can't even sleep at night. These females are getting destroyed physically, mentally, and spiritually. Their spirits no longer belong to them. If these women do not get delivered, if they do not repent and seek God's face, they will perish with their gold. Glory be to God. You lovers of money, the same money that you see is the same one that will destroy you. Glory be to God. We have eyes, yet we do not see. And we have ears, yet we do not hear. Do not turn your back away from the word of God, because he's starting to reveal every single thing that's happening on this world and how the devil is working through these men and influencers. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3-4 said, "For there will be a period of time when they will not put up with the wholesome teaching, but according to their own desires they will surround themselves with teachers to have their ears tickled. They will turn away from listening to the truth and give attention to false stories." Whoever is saying that these things are correct are liars. This is very unnatural and works of the devil. Wake up.
And look, the men too are sick. You know, we talk about the women who go over there and do this. Has to be something wrong with them. But the men too, you know, because there can't be any pleasure in that. Like, you can't do that to a woman and then stand up and have a smile on your face and like something's wrong with you too. And demonic is the only way to describe it. There's no way that could be just pleasurable for a normal person. And he said, "Yeah, I feel like doing that today." Like, no, something is wrong with him too. Let's keep going.
Open your mouth like this. You lie down. You lie down like this. And then you open your mouth. And then you do their ass like this and shit in your mouth. Their dog will shit in your mouth. And then you have to eat. You have to eat the poo-poo. Yes. The person will have sex with they will have sex with you. So they will give you any money you want, but a person will come and the dog will fuck you, and he too will fuck you, his friends will fuck you, and then they will give you money. The dog will Dubai. Now me busa say nti ukra no sa boa na wona ne koda kra no wo ba secondom anase.
Dubai Porta Potty, a pretty trending topic across social media platforms. Supposedly, Instagram models and other female influencers are receiving messages from wealthy Arab men, offering them up to $1 million for the opportunity of defecating on their faces. What shocks me the most is the people of Dubai are not keeping up with these trending videos, and they never heard of such a thing. One female influencer said this: "All rich men in Dubai fly girls out to do this. They are disgusting. All of them have the same fetish. I am from Dubai, and I classify myself as a financially built man in Dubai. I can afford flying out Instagram models here on first class. And I can assure you that this fetish is not a very common one among us Arab men. I, for one, do not enjoy defecating on other people's faces. This ain't something a normal human being, rather a whole nation craves on. You do understand that by making these statements, you are racist, You are generalizing every Arab man in Dubai. Speaking of men in Dubai, I personally know the richest families in Dubai, and I've never heard of such an event. For all that you know, all of you could have been lied to. I dug up the whole thing, and I saw videos. Nothing proved to me that this was an Arab man. Nothing proved to me that this took place in Dubai. No faces were shown, no names were exposed. Who the hell are you talking about? Yes, this fetish does exist in many places in our world, unfortunately. But you are tagging Dubai's name with no backed up sources whatsoever. Now, it may have happened once or twice and no one knew about it. But don't come here pointing your fingers at me just because I'm an Arab man from Dubai. This is not only racist, but it is disgusting. You do understand that this breaches an international law. You can be sued for defamation, for making up a story that did not happen. And for those racist people that are taking these statements seriously, y'all should really grow up and actually analyze the information you read online. And for the Instagram model that's ranting about her story with the rich Arab man from Dubai, sweetheart, why are you complaining? Last time I checked, you named your price and you did it with full consent. You're the one that's actually disgusting.
Like, both parties are discussing, because, there was an agreement. There wasn't a kidnapping and you were taken over there and forced to do it, or else there was an agreement. This is my price, oh, this is how much I'm gonna pay you. Do you accept? Yes. Okay, come on. Like that was the thing. So both parties are disgusting. I agree with him on that. And also, I mean, people, I hate when I get classified with the I guess I want to say bad or criminal side of the black community. I hate when people just look at me and assume that I'm on that type of time. So why would I put somebody else or do that to another culture or another race if I hate it being done to me and my race? That's stupid. So no, all Arab men do not like to do this. I can 100% agree with that. It's not an all thing. It's probably a few of them. But not all for sure. Let's go.
Things that our people do for money. Things that our
She's
people
not
do
them
for
talking about it,
money.
but this is another one.
Well, they actually do it. Like, it shows it.
That's can't be real.
This is not real.
That is real.
I don't believe that. No one's.
Just for the record, I haven't watched it. I don't want to watch it. I do not want that image in my head. I do not want an image in my head because I don't know about y'all, but images stay in my head, and I don't want to play with that floating in my head. No.
So I've been hearing a lot about this Dubai Porta Potty parties going on, and it's been going on for a really, really long time, just in different iterations. So this is how it used to be in the late 90s. Before it was Dubai, it was Brunei, I believe. Yeah, it was Brunei. So basically, what would happen is I was in New York City at the time, and these women would approach you at a party. They were recruiters, basically, for these princes. This was before social media. There were no Instagram models. So they would come up to you at a party, and they would say, hey, do you want to model overseas? That was their line. And I was kind of like, I'm 5 feet tall and not very pretty. Like, what are you, like, and they're like, listen, the truth is, you don't have to be pretty. The actual princes like them a little short, a little dark, a little chubby. Like they didn't like the like models. The models were for their friends. The darker, they liked those kind of girls they liked for themselves. But anyway, whatever. So the way it would work is that you would fly to, I believe, the Philippines. You'd open up a bank account there, and the money would get deposited in your bank account. I don't know, I guess it worked on an honor system. At the time, I couldn't travel because A, I didn't have a passport, and B, I was in high school. So I didn't get beyond the sorry, I can't do it, but I do know girls that went. And this is what they told me. So you would fly to the Philippines, you'd open up the bank account there in the Philippines, and like I said, I guess it worked on an honor system or something, because I guess it was very down low. And then after that, you would fly to, like I said, I believe it was Brunei at the time. It wasn't Dubai yet. Dubai wasn't even on the map, really, I don't think. But anyway, you'd fly there, and
That's his
you
own
would
country, though, right?
model. But that would require basically doing anything and everything with whoever wanted you to do it with them. I never heard about anything about a porta potty, but all I heard was there was a lot of butt stuff. That's what I heard. It's a lot of butt stuff. But that was the extent of it. It was like you just had to sleep with whoever, like these guys' business partners and whatever. And like I said, for their own little harem, they liked the shorter, darker, chubbier girls. That was
So they chose the women who weren't getting a great amount of attention in the U.S. or whatever country they were from guys and from people. You know, they chose the woman. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but they chose the woman who might have been desperate for the attention and for the money. You know what I mean? It might not necessarily be those are the type of women that they liked. It's just those are the type of women we think we can get to say yes to this. I think that was probably had something to do with it, other than, that's what they like, but let's go.
was their thing, at least back then. I mean, maybe tastes have changed. I don't know, things have gotten to the extreme now, but I never heard about anything like the porta potty. But again, if it was happening, I guess my friends wouldn't like admit to doing that, but it wasn't a thing. Like, there wasn't any rumors about it. There was nothing like that. It was just, all I heard was, you gotta do the butt stuff or you go home. That's it. And then you could spend a week there, a month there, a year there, years there, whatever. And when you were done, you would fly back to what I believe is the Philippines. You would give the recruiter a percentage of your money, and then you would fly home. And they recruited a lot of models, a lot of actresses, a lot of like beauty pageant contestants, and a lot of people that you see today that are like very high socialites and whatever did this back in the 90s. This was like a popular thing to do for women, because that's how a lot of them got their start and wealth and whatever, and a lot of them used it wisely, and good for them, but yeah, I guess it got more extreme as time went on, but that's how it used to be back in the day before social media.
Dubai porta potty, what's my price? Like, I think I would do it. What's the accommodation?
Like, is it taxed?
There? Right, is it taxed? Am I going to be able to take in like first class flight there and back? Can I immediately shower, or do I have to keep it on for 20 minutes?
First class flight, you better be getting me a PJ.
Yeah, well, even better.
With a mariachi band.
Actually, I don't know if I would want a PJ, because I would be scared of like, where's this actually going to go? Where a commercial flight, like, I will know that this is going to Dubai.
All right. So what I want to talk about today is something that has been circling that I've noticed. Now, for others, this is not new news, but for some of us, it is. Now, I've been hearing about this whole Porta Potty, Dubai thing that's been circling around. Now, I'm sure that it's been happening for a very long time. It's just that social media has exposed it. People have put it out there, so now a lot of us are aware. Now the thing that gets me is, I was listening to a woman, a black woman. She said, and it's what she said. She said that, okay, with all the debauchery and all the disgusting acts, the men are saying the women are disgusting. Why don't we attack the men and say they're disgusting and such? Okay, so you want black men to go to their country and such to defend you guys, when all you had to do is not mess with these guys. How many times, time and time again, conscious brothers of the black community, men like Dr. Umar and others, have addressed the matters when you're dealing with these kind of zaddies, Arab zaddies, even white zaddies, for example.
Man, you was making some good point till you mentioned Dr. Umar. Man, yes, the dudes are disgusting too. They are. I've said that in this video. They are. But you know, they gonna listen to me when I tell them they shouldn't be doing this and this disgusting for them to do this. Are they gonna listen to me? No. My hope is that you, black woman, will listen to me and not go do this. Then it wouldn't matter what type of disgusting these men are, because nobody's over there to do it. Okay? They're not going to listen to me. But hopefully you will.
They treat y'all and they disrespect y'all, but yet y'all will still look over that and still try to mingle and put yourself in these kind of predicaments. Now that it's happened to y'all and you feel disrespected, now you want black men to help you. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Okay, historically, these men have abused you. Okay, historically, Arab zaddies and white zaddies have abused you. And you think like if they change because it's a new year or so. No, it's still the same people abusing you, taking advantage of you. In your neighborhoods, they're still here abusing you. In Africa, they do the same thing. Even the Arab employees and such, exploiting African women and such. So we already gave the warning, okay? But now the choice is yours. Now the woman also said that these men are deliberately scouting out these IG models and such, and then they get thrown out. But unless there's some spells or so, these guys are not putting guns to your head, okay? So that means you have a choice not to go or not, okay? You don't have to go. But if you decide to go, then expect to get abused. Now, I know one thing for sure. The same women that want us to defend them, if it was going well, those will be the same kind of women that would rub it in our face and say, you know what, these are real men and not black men. Because I've already seen it already. Because see, when it's going well, you know, y'all like to push these kind of men in front of us and say that these are real men. But now that it's going bad for y'all want us to defend y'all. No, okay? Another thing too, if those were black men getting disrespected by, I don't know, Arab or white women or whatever overseas, and they were doing the same type of debauchery, do you think you would hear these same kind of women that want us to defend them be backing us up? Probably not. They'll probably be laughing. So we get tired of the hypocrisy, okay? So now that y'all know, because it's out in the open now, these kind of men, they have shown you their disdain for you, okay? Because I'm sure they don't do that, and if they do, they probably don't do that to their women, and if not, it's not in a big magnitude, but they will call and exploit you guys, okay? And on top of that too, y'all want us to, okay, rebuttal or attack these men about these issues, but what about what happens here with sites like Ghetto Gaggers, with these white zaddies that call you all kind of racial slurs, They disrespect you, spit, and do all type of nasty debauchery here. Y'all need to protest against that. But yet, I've even seen a black mother give her own daughter to do those sexual acts, her and her daughter. So how can we really protect you, okay? It's all based on what you do, okay? You have a choice, okay? You don't have to deal with these men, but just keep in mind that it's a good possibility that these type of acts can happen, or you can get disrespected or called racial slurs if you're dealing with these kind of zaddies, because now it's not new. Okay, there's no reason for you to be ignorant about these type things, because it's out in the open and now everyone knows what you're dealing with. Okay, historically these men have shown you who they are, and currently they're showing you who these kind of men are. Okay, and they're disdain for you. So keep that in mind.
Now, I don't want to turn this into a man versus woman thing at all. This is not what it's about. And I think he was doing that too. He was grouping all white men in a category, all Arab men in a certain category. And that's not what he should be doing, particularly a black man who is, probably gets grouped into the criminal gang category all the time, just by the color of his skin. So he shouldn't be doing that to other cultures and other races. That's just wrong altogether. But getting back to this, ultimately, women, this is your decision. Like I said, if somebody was kidnapping you and taking you over there and forcing you to do these things, that's different. But you're, by your own decision, by your own choices, are agreeing to go over there and do this. That's on you. That's not for me to protect you. That's for you to protect you, because it's your own decision. Yes, I can make this video tell you how stupid it is, how nasty it is, how disgusting it is, how the fact that after it's done, you like the money you get, I guess, but inside it'll kill you. You'll be depressed all the time. I can tell you that all I want, but it's still up to you. I can't run up to the gate before you get on the flight to Dubai and say, don't do it. It ain't worth it. I can't I can't do that. It's on you. So if you make a decision like this yourself, by your own free will, if you don't like the decision that you made, it's your fault. You can't turn around and get mad at me. Okay? Let's go.
Girl, do you want me to tell you them Dubai stories? What? So I had like a stripper friend. She will always go to Dubai. And when she come back I always love her going to Dubai, because when she come back from Dubai, she buying me hair. She getting my nails done. We going out to eat. I never knew, girl, they getting pissed on in Dubai, right? So I said, let me come to Dubai with you. She was like, I got to be honest with you. She was like, I get on and pissed on for like 20, 30K by different men. And different men do it like at one time.
No.
And then she would say it would be like a row of them, and it would be all of them doing it. It was like, she explained it to me, and that's why she would be on private jets.
And look, I know they give you this big number, like, some of these girls will tell you they made millions of dollars, or made $1 million off of going over there and doing this. They didn't make $1 million in one trip. Okay, they didn't make $1 million with one man. Okay, it's more to it than that. More to it than that.
I don't think I'm ever going to comprehend like the whole porta potty lifestyle. Like every time I hear a new story about it, I really just be like, oh my God. It was this girl that was going viral talking about how she had a friend that used to go to Dubai all the time, and her friend would come back from Dubai, get her hair done, they're going out to eat, doing a whole bunch of stuff, just buying her stuff. And she's like, damn, I want to actually go to Dubai with you. She tells her friend that. And her friend is like, listen, I got to be real with you. I'm into the whole porta potty lifestyle. And she was like, that's when she realized, like, oh no, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? That she said her friend goes on and tells her details about it. And the details of this thing is so extreme because I feel like every time I hear a new porta potty story, the details are always the same. The friend goes on and tells her that the men stand in line and they literally urinate and defecate on you. I feel like you just gotta go down the road, child. And remember back in the day, allegedly, but remember back in the day, they said that about Ashanti. Like, that's how I found out about that whole porta potty lifestyle. They would say Ashanti was going to Dubai and getting urinated and defecated on. And then remember when Cat Williams said the same thing about Hazel Eve, allegedly, but remember? So I just feel like every single year there's a new porta potty story. And I just be in awe. Like, I can't believe it. I don't even want my brain to comprehend that shit.
At the end of that, she was talking about different celebrities and what they did and what they I don't, don't, that's her words, okay? It's not mine. Do not put me in there with that. Okay? I have no idea, no clue what she talking about. I ain't never heard that stuff. All right. Some people think just because you say allegedly before you say some stuff that can save you. It can't. It can't. Okay? That's not me. That's her.
Victim of Porta Potty, or should I call it Dubai chocolate? Today we're going to talk about Maria Kovalchuk, an Ukrainian model who is 20 years old. She used to do adult content, and she got a message from a model agency that told her to come to Dubai for a casting. So she thought she was going to go there to change her life and have a better career. Thank God she always speaks to her family. This happened on 9th of March. To give you a little bit of context, their family started getting worried when they didn't hear anything from her for 10 days, okay? Because she always speaks to them, and she told them that she was going to this party. So later they found her, and they found her in the middle of the street with a broke spinal cord, and she's now currently, as we're speaking, in coma. At the beginning, she was not even able to talk and to open her mouth. Supposedly and allegedly, disclaimer, everything I'm saying is allegedly, the Dubai authorities are saying that she fell from an apartment or a very high place, but the family is saying this is not possible because they think she was victim of, I cannot say the word on TikTok, she was a victim of Porta Potty, Dubai chocolate. I'm going to give you some context at the end of the video. So now they're doing a further investigation to see what really happened to this girl. Guys, I'm not going to get never tired of telling you, be careful where you go. Be careful of these places, of this luxury life you see. In case you want a little bit of context of what Porta Potty is or what you can expect, basically they tell you to come to these parties. They send you the first amount of money. So it's quite huge. So that is how victims get trapped, by the first big amount they receive. Later you go to these parties, and if you fulfill everything you're supposed to do, you get the second part. In these parties, inhumane things happen. I found a video, but I'm not going to post it on TikTok because I don't want my TikTok to get, but you can go to Twitter and you will find it. Horrendous things, from sleeping with animals to getting chocolate. It's not chocolate, it's poop, basically. I'm just trying to be careful with the words I'm using. All type of inhumane things gets done to you. Pee, poop, all type of things. And then you get so humiliated to the point that if you even survive, just thank your God. If you survive all of that, is when you get the second half of the money. But guys, no type of thing is worth that money. I don't care. Do you know what is human chocolate? Do you know what is that? Like, all over your face, your mouth, licking there, which is full of chocolate. Guys, please don't believe everything you see in social media and be extremely careful, please. And as I said in this video, everything is allegedly because I don't want nobody to come and drag me. Just be careful of those people you see living the most luxurious, lavish lives. You don't know where that money is coming from. And believe me, you don't want to know it neither.
Listen. You guys remember a while back, I posted a video about some of these Instagram model types that go to the Middle East and get paid a lot of money to have hummus parties? Hummus parties? Yeah. Well, apparently it's not just Instagram models. I got a call from one of my homeboys who works with the royal family in the Middle East, and he's telling me that he's seen quite a few of you guys' favorite rappers out there now recently too. So-called gangster rappers. Oh yeah, so these gangster rappers is getting flued out too. We find out some of your favorite gangster rappers is somebody's girlfriend in the Middle East. Man, listen, times must be hard in the motherfucker. Well, time must be hard in Chinese math. Because it seems like everybody's going over there to get some money these days. The reason why they go over there is because more than likely they're not going to get caught. Because it's more than likely that the person that's paying them is not going to snitch on themselves and say they paid them. So it's going to stay hush-hush. So they think they can make them a couple $100,000, maybe even $1 million or $2 million, depending on their status, for having a hummus party. Shame on you. What's done in the dark always comes to the light. Some of your so-called gangster rappers in the Middle East having hummus parties. It's going to come out. Trust me, it's going to come out. It's going to leak out really, really soon. Because you know how it goes. What happens in Dubai hits the internet. It ain't like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, what happens in Dubai hits the internet. This is a doozy, guys. This is crazy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Can't trust nobody these days, man. Don't believe none of these guys. None of these guys is tough guys.
I added that last one, but I don't know. Is a hummus party the same as a porta potty party? Look, let me know down in the comment section if those two are the same thing. But all of this circles around to self-esteem, I believe. I believe people with high self-esteem, confidence in themselves would not even consider this, you know? And I think it's people who prey on the weak to get them to agree to this. You know, I'm sure a lot of women get asked to, participate in these parties. And a lot of them shut it down and turn it down. I believe there's more turn downs than there are agreements when it comes to this. And the men who like to do this are evil people. You have to be an evil person to even want to do this. How do we put a stop to it? Like, can we? Right now, people are getting scammed by scammers, and they convince them to go to Target or whatever and buy a lot of gift cards to pay back money to whatever, all right? And there are a lot of people in these stores who know about that now. So when they see people buying a whole bunch of gift cards, they're like, hey, who are you talking to? Why are you doing this? You might be getting scammed, blah, 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 blah. So now, do the gate agents who be there for women getting on flights to Dubai, can they be like the Target cashiers and say, hey, why are you going to Dubai? You might be getting used and humiliated. You can't come back from that. You really can't come back from that. Is that what we need to start doing now? Because, that's really your last line of defense right there. Because once you get on the plane and land, you're no longer in control. The woman, she's no longer in control. Once she lands, everything is in the hands of the person who got her in a plane to go over there. I'm pretty sure they're only paying for one-way tickets and saying, hey, you have to go through this. Your only way back home is through me. And years ago, I met a woman who told me she moved to Dubai for a little bit. And this is before I knew about all this stuff happening. And now I kind of wish I knew back then what I know now. Because if I did, I wouldn't have did anything back then with her, probably. Because, you know, just the thought that she's the type of woman that would go and do that is not a woman I want to mess with at all. At all. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you enjoyed this one, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next video.